welcome back to the channel. And we have another one of our couples, a third couple we're talking about in this video, Virginia and Eric on Married at First Sight, season 12, episode 2, Hello Stranger. So again, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that like button and also drop a comment because I like to engage with my subscribers. So let's jump into this video. So, we now have Virginia and Eric is with his friends, and his conversation started off how he wanted this to work and how he wanted this to be it. And getting married at first sight was not a game to him. Eric noted that he didn't want to go through another divorce, and he hoped for a wife who wants the same things in life. Eric asked for a bit of a traditional wife, and so he apparently hoped that she would like to also take his last name, which is Lake. And that is going to be pretty interesting because as we see coming up in regards to Virginia, she's definitely, I won't say she's not traditional, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. So meanwhile, we do have Virginia. She's asking for a shot and appeared to already have had a drink or two while getting ready. She wore this very bold purple and pink eyeshadow for her wedding day. And she looked forward to having a man who's committed and very loyal to her. Now, listen, purple is my favorite color. So, I'm kind of partial to purple. But I'm wondering why that choice. But can we be surprised? I mean, Amelia had a whole different setup last season. So, hey, purple and pink eyeshadow is nothing, right? But she says she wanted a man who also would go in for a kiss without any hesitation. So, we're back with Eric where he's talking to his friends, and he told them that this is truly going to be his first marriage because his previous marriage was just a document allowing his then wife to stay with him military-wise. It's a completely different scenario, he said, and he never even wore a ring or anything with that relationship. So his parents also showed up, and they have a happy marriage, so they advised him not to give up too early and to be patient and kind and understanding. So he said he's going to do whatever it takes to work, and he don't want this to end badly, and he don't want to mess up. So now we have Virginia's father who showed up on her wedding day, which definitely made her day. She was really happy. She was crying tears of joy because he initially wasn't so very supportive or receptive to this Married at First Sight process. So I'm glad that she was able to have him at the wedding. And then Eric admitted that he was incredibly nervous. He could feel his heart pounding when he was getting ready to go into the area where the wedding was going to be. And that he said that he went into this journey with an open mind, and he hoped that his bride is going to do the same. Now, as for Virginia, before, she was walking down the aisle, she definitely got extremely emotional and she kind of panicked. She said that she always took the lead in relationships and had the upper hand so she could leave the guy before he would leave her, and that she's not sure that she's really ready for this. And when asked if she was ready to see the guy, she was like, I don't know. This is crazy. I feel like I'm sick right now. I literally can't stop shaking. But she got down the aisle. She finally made it down there. And, she's tired of hopping from relationship to relationship. But when she saw Eric for the first time, her mouth dropped. And she was absolutely ecstatic. And Virginia whispered to her dad, this is awesome. And Eric, of course, told Virginia when, he finally got to say it, that she absolutely looked gorgeous once, they were at the altar. And then, Virginia vented about how crazy this experience was, but Eric definitely promised that they'll get through it together. So, Virginia's friends and family wanted ERIK to know that she comes from a huge but not necessarily overbearing family. Animals are important to her. And ERIK was told that Virginia would be the happiest and most supportive person in his life. She's always dancing, no matter what you think of her moves, always tell her that they're good. And that she's the life of the party and there will never be a dull moment. She'll always keep you laughing. Now, Virginia was told that ERIK has such a bright smile with an infectious heart and laugh. While he's not the best communicator when it comes to his feelings, Virginia learned that his actions will make his true sentiments clear and is very, very generous. He said, whatever you need, he'll make sure that your request is his command. And so then they started to recite their vows. And I'm telling you, her smile is just so huge. I don't know if that's a little bit of the alcohol, but she's definitely excited about, the fact of being married to ERIK. But, they got to write their vows. They had handwritten vows. And when ERIK recited his vows, he said he appreciated her showing up and he would provide her with happiness, adventure, love, and laughter, and he promised to give Virginia his best self, respect all of her interests, desires, and needs. And then ERIK also promised to be his true self with her at all times and said he loves being in the sky, which you'll find out about that later. So I honestly, I see the connection here. He thinks they're definitely attracted to each other, so that at least that's out the way. The compatibility, it seems to be there so far. Of course we got to go through seeing what this process is going to look like for them. But Virginia said she was committed to be loyal, celebrate his accomplishments, support him in his failures, never forget his birthday, committed to their growth individually and as a couple, always be his best friend. And of course, ERIK definitely loved to hear that. So the Virginia's dog brought up the ring, and ERIK pointed out that he has a dog as well that she's going to meet soon. Virginia was optimistic that their dogs will get along, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, unless the drinking, which we kind of saw throughout the evening, is going to be a problem, I'm wondering, is she a little bit too outgoing for him, or maybe they'll balance each other out? That's the other thing. Maybe she'll bring some things out of him, and then there's some things that maybe, he'll mellow her out. So they absolutely got that kiss in, and she grabbed his face, so he was definitely happy about that. And yeah, I mean, he had a big smile on his face. ERIK also was definitely pleased with his match, telling the cameras she is absolutely gorgeous. She's definitely would be someone that she would walk up to, hit on, or whatever you call it. Although I'm not a big dude like that, he said, but he would most definitely be interested in her. And he said, I'll probably look 3 times at her. So he'll do double take, triple take when it came to her. So they had to sit down in a quiet place, and ERIK revealed that he's a pilot and is in the military, so he flies in the Air Force as well. ERIK told her that he could take her flying soon, and she figured that their lifestyles are pretty compatible. So, she would probably love to travel with him. The couple discussed how their 6-year age gap wasn't weird to them. Virginia said that she had packed a cooler for the reception, so her bridesmaids might be a little drunk. But, they're definitely gushing over each other, how they're very attractive. He got to formally have a conversation with her father. And it seems that, ERIK kind of saw her as a little bit of aggressive because she had enough confidence that she kept kissing him multiple times. She likes being close to him. He was a little bit overwhelmed, but Virginia kept saying that, she needed a drink. But, outside of that, she definitely enjoyed kissing him off and on. And we saw multiple scenes of that where she just couldn't keep her lips off of ERIK. And they definitely shared, of course, more kisses. They actually like being close to each other. I mean, she said that it felt normal, and he was so excited about that, about the fact that she enjoyed being close to him. He kept saying she's beautiful. Her smile is contagious. Her lips are just awesome, and they're nice and soft, as ERIK stated. So they definitely took some nice pictures together. I thought the dresses on her bridesmaids were really pretty. Again, purple is my favorite color. So now during this reception, they were able to have some time to talk some more. And Virginia shared with ERIK that she loves sporting events, festivals, concerts, and tend to go out a lot. And ERIK said that he didn't go to clubs and bars often. And, she might go out a lot more often than he does, but that's definitely something out of his comfort zone. He also told her that his family is a traditional Southern family, and then Virginia shared some information about her sister Jennifer, who is gay, with 2 boys that were artificially inseminated. So ERIK assured Virginia that he's not the type of man to judge others for their decisions, ways of life. And Virginia seemed relieved that ERIK, would be very accepting of her family. So now we have Virginia's maid of honor, Anna. And she shared how ERIK needs to be patient with Virginia, who takes time to open up, but she loves hard. And never allow her to sit in the back seat after a night of drinking, because she definitely get car sick. And then we have one of ERIK's groomsmen, and he said that ERIK is a passionate and caring man who will give anything he has to the marriage, and Virginia was gaining a caring and giving father-in-law and a mother-in-law Virginia would learn more about later. The only thing that I can see is a big issue, because it seems like they're pretty much gushing over each other, and is the whole scenario where I know you guys probably saw this scene where she was always going for either a shot or a drink, and her parents, ERIK's parents, saw that, and I don't think that sat too well with his mom, and then of course he saw it too. So that's definitely something that's probably a yellow flag in his radar. But we'll see, because we did see a lot of drinking at the bachelorette party and also at this wedding and before the wedding. So I hope everything works out with these two. We will see in the next 7 weeks. So now it's time to do post notification shout outs. And the first one goes to Teresa. Thank you so much for engaging in the channel. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your comment. And then also to Lorene No, thank you as well for engaging the channel. I really appreciate it. So drop a comment. I'll shout you out if I see you there. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.